Matty, congratulations on finishing your Torah portion. Here is your Haftarah. Matty, in slides 2, 3, and 4, we're going to focus on the yellow phrases. Those will be the endings of each verse. So think about Uvin va ha'emet v'tzedek. That will be your model from the blessing before Haftarah. So here is your first ending with verse 25. V'ha'ir nitna biyad hakasdim. Slide 3, verse 26, yellow. El Yirmiyahu Lemor. Slide 4, verse 27. This is your last verse of Haftarah. So you'll see that the last 3 words here are bolded, because this is, while it's still yellow, it's going to sound a little different. Okay, it's a bigger ending. Yipale kol davar. Beginning with slide 5, we go back to verse 25. We're going to add oranges. The orange phrase, to remind you, is like Veratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Each orange will end da 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 da. So in this verse, we have the equivalent of v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Ba'kesef v'ha'ed edim. If we now put that together, of the orange and then the yellow, we have the following. Ba'kesef v'ha'ed edim. V'ha'ir nitna biyad hakasdim. Slide 6 is exactly the same as it was earlier in verse 26, so nothing has been added. So just again review. El Yirmiyahu Lemor. Slide 7, verse 27, in the oranges, we're going to add the equivalent of V'divrehem be'emet Elohei kol basar. Listen again. Elohei kol basar. And then review the ending. Yipale kol davar. Matty, in slide 8, we are now at verse 25 in the red. And we're just going to add 3 words here. Kenelecha hasadeh. Now you might have noticed there isn't anything like that in the blessing before Haftarah. So listen again. Kenelecha hasadeh ba'kesef v'ha'ed edim. V'ha'ir nitna biyad hakasdim. Slide 9, verse 26, read, there is nothing new. Just again, review. El Yirmiyahu Lemor. Slide 10, verse 27 in red. Again, nothing new, just orange and yellow. Elohe kol basar. Skip the next word. Yipale kol davar. Slide 11, we are now in the pinks. We have just a few. Here is chapter 32, verse 25, pink. Eli. That's going to sound like Adonai Eloheinu Bachar, right? Eli. So in this verse, you have in pink, Eli. Skip a couple words. Kinelecha hasadeh bakesef v'ha'ed edim v'ha'ir nitna biyad hakasdim. Slide 12, verse 26, we're adding just the very first word. Vayehi. Again, that's just like Adonai. Vayehi. Skip the next two words. El Yirmiyahu Lemor. Slide 13, verse 27. Again, the very first word. Hine. Skip the next couple words. Elohe kol basar. Skip. Yipale kol davar. In slide 14, we add the blues. And you'll notice that once we add the blues, we have almost everything covered. So in verse 25, we're just going to skip the first two words. I want to draw your attention to the blues. And think about the blessing before Haftarah, like Uv Moshe Avdo. So here it's going to sound like Adonai Elohim. Now that's going to be a little tricky because it's going to look like Adonai, Adonai. When we have these two words together, the first one we keep as Adonai, the second we say as Elohim. The trick here is going to be, if you look underneath that Vav, there's a dot, the E sound for Im. Adonai Elohim. Okay? So together, it will sound like this. Eli Adonai Elohim Kinelecha Hasadeh Bakesef V'ha'ed Edim V'ha'ir Nitna Biyad HaKasdim. In slide 15, verse 26, when we add the blues, we definitely have the whole verse. Here, we don't have Uv Moshe Avdo. We really just have Avdo. But you'll notice that we have the words Devar Adonai. So go back to Uv Moshe Avdo. Avdo. Devar Adonai. Devar Adonai. Vayehi Devar Adonai El Yirmiyahu Lamor. Slide 16, verse 27 in the blue. We have the same kind of blue that we had in our previous verse. Avdo. But we also have Uv Moshe Avdo. That's what we'll have in the beginning of this verse. Like, Ani Adonai. But at the end, we have Hamimeni. But when we put it all together, this verse is complete. Hine Ani Adonai Elohe Kol Basar Hamimeni Ipale Kol Davar. Slide 17, verse 25 in the purple green. We have exactly that. One new purple and one new green. The purple sounds like this. Ve'ata. Ve'ata. The green is going to be more familiar because that's in your blessing before Haftarah. Amarta. Just like Asher. Amarta. Once we have those two words, we have the complete verse. Ve'ata amarta elai Adonai Elohim Kenelecha Hasadeh Bakesef Ve'ha'ed Edim Ve'ha'ir nitna Beyad HaKasdim. Slide 18, verse 26, purple and green, adding nothing new. Vayehi Devar Adonai El Yirmiyahu Lamor. Slide 19, that's your last slide. Again, verse 27, purple and green, nothing new. Hine Ani Adonai Elohe Kol Basar Hamimeni Ipale